Archangel Ariel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Orion, Jophiel, Muriel, Uriel, Azriel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Jeremiel, Raziel, Eel, Ilion, Eel, Sak, Eel, Selion, Jehovah Shalom, Shabalium, and Ali, Eel Chad, Eel Mez, Janora, Jehovah Jireh. I deem this space clear, clean, and void of any negative or toxic energy. We are ready to translate your messages, your love, your peace exist here. Amen. Salah. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Cassandra. Thanks so much for ordering your private. Awesome. So I can call your name out and talk to you directly. But this is your private soul contract reading. Thanks so much for your patience and for waiting for me to get to it. I'm back from my vacation. I've gotten a complete day of rest and now it's back to work. So I'm outside, so everything's a little covered up and sort of blocked from blowing away, and I'll uncover everything as I go. But you're all set up. Yeah. Here we go. And I've also cleared the space here with a little bit of sage. All right, I will include a clip. I did record a clip of me doing that. I have to do this all in stages because I'm outside. So here we go. As you know, I use the Hermetics only for the feminine energy, and I use the Cosmic Tarot only for masculine energies when I need to segregate the individual energies to see how each is doing. So you also got the blue clarifiers, which is the masculine energy, and the red, is the feminine, and it'll give us a numerology or a numerical value, which will help me to gauge exactly how you're doing on your journey. All right, so we're going to start with you, Cassandra. Your soul contract in this lifetime is to... Oh, nice. The Sun card is to heal, to have fun, to allow your life to be as light and bright as you possibly can, to allow illumination to come in. So that means that people are going to walk into your life and shine light on darkness for you. You may feel that your life is influenced by a lot of dark events, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, but your soul contract here is to absolutely walk away from all that and find the light in all of the situations that are brought to you through darkness. This is about healing. This is about having fun. This is about, like me, conquering my fear of not wanting to have fun and enjoy life. But this is you needing to absolutely do exactly that, to conquer your fears, to enjoy life, to have fun, to bask in laughter and joy and happiness. But this is also about healing. This is past life baggage that comes to you in moments of darkness. People say things that trigger pain. People do things that trigger pain or cause pain. But a lot of it is not really this lifetime's pain. A lot of it is them really triggering old pain inside of you, past life pain. And that's why your soul contract for this particular cycle in this lifetime is to heal all of that. You've got to get through that. That is the particular baggage that you need to focus on clearing out in this particular life cycle. All right, and here's what you have to work with in your tool bag. All right, this is what can help you to achieve this soul contract. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I move forward, let's see how you're doing with that. You've got a 7 out of a 10. There's a lot of conflict. You may be fighting with yourself as well. But you are achieving this goal. You're winning the battle, but not the war yet. The war is not over, okay? You're still going to have more battles to overcome. So that's what this tells me. But it's as though you are you're progressing and you're exhausted and you've given the good fight and you're like half dead, but you're not dead yet. You're still quite alive, and you are going to complete this battle if you continue forward. Remember to always just sort of find the happiness in each moment. Any situation or scenario that causes you to feel pain, tell yourself, I got to look for the happiness in this moment, because that's what I'm here for. That's what the situation is coming to me for. That's why this person did this. That's why this situation happened, because I have to find the joy in it. And then this is how you complete your soul contract. All right, so now we can look at your toolbox and see what is being given to you to help you through this particular cycle. You've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is, a lack of leadership, the fear of being a leader. All right. If you can conquer that fear, you will achieve your soul contract. So become a leader, become confident in your abilities. And this is also not being manipulative, not being prudent, but trusting yourself, trusting your worth, trusting your valuation, trusting your abilities, trusting, your lessons, your skill, and putting your best foot forward. And that's it. Leading another generation into the same possible, soul contract that you have, or whatever it is. Maybe it's, your job. Maybe it's, these relationships that sort of dominate you or bring the darkness. You've got to lead with your strength. This woman in the upright leads with her strength. What's in your toolbox is you not leading in your strength because it's an obstacle for you to overcome, right? And it actually helps you. When you cannot feel in your power or powered because of a particular circumstance, you becoming empowered in that circumstance is actually what helps you to get through. All right, and so let's see how you're doing in mastering that. This is the Jack. This is almost the equivalent of 10. So, and this is also something tangible. This is really good. You're so used to not being in your power that it's become, I want to say embedded. It's like, you feel like you were not born to lead, maybe in some aspects. You feel like, no matter how awesome you are or how great you are, you feel like you're not appreciated, or you feel like maybe you cannot contribute as much as others can. You really have mastered this. You really get a lot of that experience in your life. And so you're not familiar. You're not a stranger to the uncomfortableness of the fear of leadership. You're very familiar with that. So if you can turn that around and master that technique, master becoming the leader, really eating that as fuel for your ego, you get to fulfill your soul contract, and you can turn that 7 into a 10, a full degree. Let's see what the challenge is, what's blocking you, and that's love, or the ability to express your love. This is also a full emotional growth, an emotional connection with, true compassion, true love, passionate new beginning. You probably feel like, Cassandra, that you can't complete this because you don't have the love that you want in your life, and you feel like, without it, maybe some of life is not really worth living. Maybe you don't feel like you can be a leader until you have this amazing love in your life. Or you may feel like you can't express the kind of love that you have in your heart because it's not going to be reciprocated. All right. But Source is saying this is your obstacle. All right. So for you to actually face your fear, this is something you're going to have to confront. This is going to be a fear that you'll have. All right. The fear of having that true love matched, having that true love that you're compatible with, having this true love that equals the amount of love that you have to give. Something that's going to absolutely fill your cups. You may feel that you have empty cups, but it's not true. You fill your cups by conquering your fear of leadership, conquering your fear of confidence, conquering your fear of domination, being able to dominate, being the beautiful woman in the crowd. Even though there are other women around you with other types of beauty, you got to be your own kind of beautiful. And when you conquer that, your cup becomes very full. And when your cup becomes full, again, there's nothing stopping you from achieving your soul contract, which is to be happy and to be filled and to allow past life healing. Let's see what your capacity to do that is. You're at a 6 out of a 10 or a 6 out of a king. So this is like, you're halfway there. You're starting to understand what you like. You're starting to understand what makes you happy. You're starting to understand how to love yourself. You're starting to feel that your cup is actually being filled. And you're the one who's filling it. And you're starting to love yourself as much as you don't love yourself. And it's starting to be a very fair, balanced love affair with you. Your challenge is like halfway being met. You're beginning to overcome any challenges that you have in that area, which is really, this is great. I think as far as you, Cassandra, overcoming this particular cycle of soul contracting, now this is up to you as to how long it can last. For some people, it can last a couple weeks, a couple months, or a whole lifetime. It's up to you. It's how long are you going to spend in this particular lifetime getting this lesson understood and, executed. It's up to you. So, you have to check back with the energies. You got to know in your life, you got to be able to look at obstacles or scenarios in your life and say, you know what, you're a test and I'm going to pass this test. I know what you want me to do. You want me to love myself. You want me to see the love, and you want me to increase my, capacity to love and be loving so that I can attract the love I desire, so that I can heal myself and be happy and enjoy love, laughter, and joy. And you want me to do that by, becoming this leader. And when you recognize the opportunities to do just that, that's when you succeed. All right, so let's move forward to your masculine. Now, this could be your twin flame. This could be whoever you're thinking of when you order this reading. I'm channeling the masculine energy that's most influential in your life. I'm so sorry. It is really hot here, and I've got to stay hydrated, so I'm drinking my crystal water. All right, so let's look at your masculine's energy. Your masculine soul contract, the male partner in your life. Oh my. He's got the devil card. And so this is resisting temptation. This is learning to release any toxic situations. This person needs to really, sort of understand the things that bind him to where he is and be able to navigate either to or from them. All right. He's got to be able to use discernment, learning to use discernment with the devil energy. This is someone who is very easily persuasive or persuaded to do things that are not good for him, things that could be evil, toxic, things that are hurtful to his experience. This is someone who is could be addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol, addicted to sex, addicted to manipulation, who could be a manipulator, who could be just really stuck on work. This one could be an overachiever, someone who just works too much and thinks that's all that there is to life, is to work. So this person will need to learn to actually release that energy, all right, and to be less of that person, to be more of the world and of the spirit and less of the world. All right. And how is he doing? He's really grounded in this energy. This is someone who's learning to master that. They're getting amazing lessons being brought right to them on a daily basis. This is someone with a 10. This is someone who's experiencing temptation every day. This is someone who has a coworker who drives them crazy, who has a coworker who, this is someone who is seeing exactly what they want, but they can't have it because they're bound to where they are. And they're learning to change their dynamics to release where they are so they can have what they want. This is not someone who's giving up. This is someone who's saying, I want to be here. I choose to be here. I accept this binding, but I gotta see where it takes me. It's not enough. This is sick. It's toxic. I feel trapped. All right. And this person is really working hard. They are working on themselves to change this energy. So I look for something to change. Let's see what's in their toolbox to help them achieve that. The Four of Swords. So this is coming out of heartbreak, coming out of pain, coming out of sorrow, coming out of, depression, and going into healing and into meditation and into this sort of allowance sort of energy where they just, accept, okay, this is really bad for me. I'm just going to allow what's, meant for me to come to me. This is what this person can do to change this energy. Their soul contract is to really deal with toxic experiences, toxic energies. These are temptations, addictions, and things like that. They have to deal with that. This is their cycle. They have to get through with that. All right, so this is probably your twin flame, your masculine. Your soulmate is literally facing his demons right now. And the key aspect to getting through that is allowance, to really allow whatever's meant to happen to absolutely happen for them. How are they doing with that? Wow, another 10, but they're very emotional in this energy. This emotional energy, what happened is, as they allow things to happen, they start to feel. All right. They went from 3 to 4 swords. So that means coming out of heartbreak, coming out of pain, but they are left emotionally scarred. They've had emotional breakdowns. This person has probably literally had an emotional breakdown, something tangible that could be seen by other people. They've probably changed many aspects of themselves because of the emotional stigma that was attached to releasing some of these toxicities. So what does that really mean? This person has changed. This person is not the same person they used to be. All right, this man or masculine is much more sensitive, much more emotional, and feels with his heart now. All right. He's not thinking with his head anymore. He's not thinking about what makes him feel good anymore as far as like earthly things. He's coming out of earthly things and coming into spiritual knowing. And that's exactly what releasing this toxic devil is all about. It's, releasing the things that the earth can give you, the drugs, sex, alcohol, rock and roll, all of that stuff. Sorry, Cassandra, this is just how it was. All right. And coming into, what does all this really mean? Like, what's really important in life? And that's what this person is doing, or, has the ability to do. And he's mastering that. He's getting the big picture. All right. Which, it sounds like they could be moving closer to you. So let's see what his challenge is to fulfilling his soul contract. His challenge is Prince of Swords in the reverse. This tells me that the challenge for him is, using integrity, doing research, being honest, being open, expressing his newfound beliefs, trusting in his newfound beliefs, really being open to receive certain information, making decisions based on his research. He may be quick-witted and, make mistakes. All right. And honestly, you're coming out of certain devilish temptations. Maybe it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. The thing is, he's making mistakes because he's not leading with his head anymore. He's leading with his heart. So he's learning a new way to learn, a new way to make mistakes, a new way to change. Your person here has been absolutely reborn. All right, so it's like he's an adult in diapers now. And, so he could be, a little hostile, a little aggressive, maybe even appearing to be disrespectful at times. And it's like when you quit smoking, you can be a really big asshole. And, when you quit doing certain drugs, you have withdrawals. And that's what he's overcoming. This is his challenge. He's overcoming all of that and putting those, toxic energies and things to rest. So some of him, he's leading with his heart, he's leading with his strengths, and it's making him delirious. He's a little crazy. He's appearing as others or to others as not balanced, not safe, not secure, not maybe even not using integrity, not being honest, not expressing himself. But the truth is, he is expressing himself. He's expressing his truth, but it's not coming out nice. It's not coming out clean, and he's pushing a lot of people away. Actually, people are like running to get away from him because he may be being obnoxious and, obtrusive to helpful people. And how is he doing? 9 out of 10, 9 out of a king experience. But this is reminiscent of sword energy, which is like he's having severe anxiety, and he's doing good, but he's in trouble. He's really anxious. He's not sleeping well. There was something toxic that he really depended on, whether it was sex, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, maybe it was chewing tobacco, maybe it was work, I don't know. Whatever his vice was, he's struggling through not having that vice in his life. He is committed to the release of that. He has not released it yet. It's still in his system. It's still hurting him to release it. All right. So he's working on this release. And like I said, he's experiencing a lot of really painful anxiety right now. All right. I'm afraid these cards are going to blow away. So I'm going to kind of bunch them up here. And we're going to keep moving forward. Excuse me. This is what you have to gain if you guys complete your soul contract. All right. If you complete your soul contract, Cassandra, you will be the Princess of Pentacles. You're going to have a beautiful new beginning, something you can touch. You're going to bring with you into your next cycle of soul contracting, whether it's this lifetime or next lifetime. Like I said, you decide how long it takes you to finish a contract. But you're going to bring into you some tangible lessons. And, being that your lesson was to be happy, to heal, you're bringing that sun energy with you. What can you do with sun energy? You can grow life, you can cook, you can nurture, you can heal. You're bringing all of that with you. So it's as if you're never going to be held down again. You know what I mean? And to what degree? You bring it with a very balanced degree, a victorious degree. And it's going to be something that other people recognize in you. You're going to get recognition from this. You may even become, now, your challenge here was to overcome your fear of leadership, right? This card right here says that you are a leader and you get recognized for that. You get the recognition that you deserve. Maybe your fear of becoming a leader is because you're holding in all of these beautiful secrets. Secrets that are, old world knowing, maybe past life knowing on how to achieve or attain certain facets of knowing and implementation of success. And if you do complete your soul contract, you go into your next contracting cycle with recognition. So that's beautiful. That could totally undo any fears that you had of becoming a leader. That's beautiful, Cassandra. Let's see if he completes his soul contract. What does the future look like for him? If he does, it's this defeated feeling. He's going to be exhausted. He's going to feel defeated. But the thing about feeling defeated is that, he goes into the new cycle with a blank slate. Nobody wins here. It's now you can move forward, right? It's like you've been fighting. This is conflict. I've overcome all of these crazy ideas that I had in my head. I've, accomplished a lot. I have gotten through. This is like walking through the flames of hell, and you know you're burned, but you're not burning. You're not on fire anymore. You're not burning anymore. So it's good. So it's up to him to change what happens next. But his next soul contract or graduation for him would be, you know, just coming out of that fire and really being, you know, being able to start fresh, whatever he wants. This is the blank canvas, all right? And how, yeah, it's multiplied, it's amplified. It's 2 cards on top of 1. So it's a complete, there's a lot of mental conflict. He'll have to get out of his head, but he'll be free to do that. He won't be bound to anything. He'll be able to get up and walk away if he wants to. But he's going to lay there feeling defeated for a little while because he's absolutely exhausted in this period. And it's double amplified. So it's like a triple ohm type of thing. Like, there is purity in this. Fire burns, but it purifies. You know what I mean? And so the amazing thing is that he becomes actually purified through all of his conflict. All right? So that's really good. Something to look forward to. So he'll have a blank canvas. He'll be able to move forward in any direction that he chooses to. All right? Let's see. What do you lose? What could be the backlash? What cycle could potentially repeat if you're not able to complete this contract? All right. So for you, Cassandra, if you cannot complete your contract, you end up with this Knight of Wands energy. You end up with this cycle of, you know, or repeating a cycle of being ignited with energy, being inconsistent, and then just sort of, you know, running out of energy, falling short, failing, inconsistency. Yes, you're very attractive. Yes, you come in a hurry. You rush. It's always a bunch of new passionate beginnings, but nothing really substantial. Nothing comes to stay. It's constantly a new beginning. So you're, you know, it's like becoming a serial entrepreneur type of energy where you don't really find anything that makes you happy because you're constantly doing something new that makes you happy. But you never really find that true happiness. You never really settle into anything that makes you feel secure. You're constantly looking for something and constantly going into something new. And that's the 4, you know, and a little bit of emotional energy. But, you know, the thing is, 4 is about standing still, being grounded, about security. And you're going to end up stuck there for a long cycle. So for the 4 to back that up, it tells me that you'll have a lot of work to do to clear out of that energy. 4 out of 10, you know, you're not even halfway there. But it is secure. It means that you've made substantial growth. It's a great place to start if you were to repeat this cycle again. All right? You may be familiar with this energy in your particular lifetime right now, where you're constantly having new beginnings, but never really getting to the peak of what it is that you're after. And your masculine, what would he have to repeat? Interesting, the 4 of Wands. So he will have to repeat the cycle of becoming stable, becoming grounded, becoming secure, wanting to dance and feel free to just really just, you know, open himself up to the universe and allow things to come in. But this is having a solid foundation, something to grow on. When he's here, there is no solid foundation. It's like you're tied to and bound to what you're attracted to. Here, he has this solid foundation that he has to learn how to do this again. He had a solid foundation before he got attracted to something that addicted and trapped him. All right. And he allowed his foundation to be completely obliterated for the sake of this addiction, this attraction, whatever that kept him bound. So his repeated cycle is, not only is he going to do this again, but he has to start from square one with his original foundation. So he's going to have a really harsh cycle. So a lot of overdoing and redoing work, and you know, to the degree of the 7th degree. So he's going to really have to stand his ground and defend himself and really stand up for what he believes in, putting his best foot forward and, you know, allowing his best interest to be represented. And This is also setting up boundaries. So when these temptations return to him, he can resist them. He can say, you know what? I've been here. I've done this before. I know this energy. I know this cycle. I'm familiar with this. This is my solid foundation coming back to me. I've got to hold on to it. I've got to, dig my poles deep. I got to fill them in with concrete. I got to make sure nothing can blow this house down. I'm going to set some boundaries because I know that some negative toxic energy is coming and I'm going to resist it. And then he won't have such a harsh cycle. This masculine is literally almost completed with his soul contract for this cycle. So I do expect within the next 3 months, Cassandra, that your masculine will release these energies. He will be healing, and he's going to be a nicer person. He'll become someone that is honest, using integrity, someone that is speaking the truth, speaking what they believe in, someone that is also mature and respectful, but very truthful. Right now, he's not very truthful. He's feeling a lot of pain, but he's telling people that he's all right. He's miserable as hell. That's the truth. But he's pretending that he's all right. And he's Mr. Grouchy and just being a real ass in this energy. So that's it for your soul contract. I am going to give you some oracle advice here. Oh, you know what? I don't want these to blow away. Let me pick these up so they don't blow away on me. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's more than worth the wait. Contract. Okay. I'm being told to give you 2 oracles. So we'll do one for you and one for your partner. Okay. We need a deck over here. The message is cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear away any attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. This is almost essentially what I was explaining to you via intuitive messaging for your becoming a powerful leader and enjoying your leadership. You have leadership capabilities and abilities, but you may have fear from past relationships, past experiences that are causing you to be afraid of being in leadership or to stand out from others, stand up for what you believe in. And so, if you could just release that energy by cutting some of these authorical cords to people, places, things, experiences, even tangible items, you'll be free for new energy, which will be light and love to come on in. All right, Cassandra, I hope that helps. I love you so much. Go love yourself. Bye. Cassandra, I was just editing your video and realized I forgot to read your second oracle message. So here it is. I just picked it for you. It's called Ostara, the card of fertility. This says it's a perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So anything that you want to do, go ahead and put it into implementation. This is also a indication that if you are about to start something new, hopefully it's in leadership, this is a great time for you to get started. Fertility is also significant of not necessarily you giving birth or getting pregnant, but being pregnant with new ideas, being pregnant with new success. All right. So now you can go. I love you. I love you. I love you. Go love yourself. Bye.